IMSA, not ISMA. ISMA is super modified.
Oh!
I'm like, shit, I don't have a seatbelt on, but then I realized I'm in New Hampshire.
We're in New Hampshire. Shh. We're not in New Hampshire.
We're not. No, we're in Oklahoma.
So
Oklahoma.
Then you get on the highway.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know.
I thought I'd inform you.
What highway is this?
It is Interstate 93.
They know where we are now.
Yep. They don't know what exit we're on.
74.
I don't think there is an exit 74.
Probably not.
Listen to that box on a flat four. What Subaru invented.
I don't believe so.
They didn't. Mike Gale said it once.
Yeah. Like Gale.
And all-wheel drive. Subaru invented all-wheel drive too.
No.
Pretty sure Audi patented that shit and won like 7 million WRCs.
7 million?
Yeah.
But then Subaru came and stomped
And then
everyone's ass.
Subaru was like, oh,
Subaru improved upon all
we
of
can
that.
do this.
Have you ever seen under the hood of a Quattro? Like an original Quattro?
Yeah.
Dude, the motor's like
Yeah.
a mile in front of the driver.
Ryan's 90 Quattro, like the strut towers are here and the engine's like here.
Yeah, it's retarded.
I was like, where are the strut towers? And I looked and they're like at the firewall.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got the transaxle, same thing as
Yeah.
the Subaru's got.
Yep.
But
And yes, Grand Am and Le
Am.
Mans
And Le
are
Mans.
merging, and they're going to be called the United Sports Car Challenge.
okay.
And recently DTM in Germany, basically like Germany.
Deutsches Touring Masters. That's
Yes.
what DTM is.
Okay.
Although I can't speak Dutch.
Deutsche get this.
You'll never get this. You'll never get this. It's in Quebec. Turn off the traction control. Remember that? Push the button. You have to hold it for 10 seconds.
Woo! Forster. Anyway.
Where?
Over there. At the gas station.
Oh.
At the Aving.
At the Aving. But yes, back on track. We've speared off into the woods. Now it's time to rally our way back. You know, Segway failed.
Yes.
They see me rolling.
So,
Yeah. White and nerdy.
you were saying sequential Super
Yes,
GT.
there we go. Super GT and like pretty much everything except for like NASCAR
And
that I'm familiar with.
is-
It has sequential gearbox.
Yes.
And
Rally does.
yep, because they have the whole
Yep. And it's like right here next to the steering wheel.
yeah, so they could conceivably shift like this.
Yeah.
And then some like Peugeots and Skodas take it even farther, and they just have a thing around the steering wheel, and it's all the way around. So no matter what angle the wheel's at, you can push it
You
or
can push
pull it. You know, pull it from the back
Yep.
or push it from the front, and it'll downshift and
That's
upshift.
cool.
Yeah. But have you noticed? Have you ever driven a car with a sequential box before, like a true sequential box?
Maybe.
Well, does your dad's BMW have a manual mode?
It has a sequential where it's like plus is this way and minus is
So,
that way.
okay, so that's set up like a real sequential box.
Yes, so yes.
You pull it towards you to upshift, right?
Yes,
And you
yes.
push it away from you to downshift.
Yep.
Okay.
And you have
Everything,
pedals.
right. But every Tiptronic deal that I've ever seen, like I test drove a Hyundai Veloster with sport shift mode or whatever.
Mhm.
And then all those other ones with like suggestion where you like push it or
You
whatever.
have to like put it over in the sport mode.
Right. To upshift, you push it away from you.
Yes.
Why is that?
Don't know.
That seems a bit
Because
ridiculous.
they don't have race cars.
Yeah, but they're like Mitsubishis and shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, even Mitsubishi has sequential. Subaru has fucking sequential
Yes.
now.
Well, like
For-
even like I hate when people are like, oh, I have paddle shifting. It's like 2 buttons on the steering
Yeah,
wheel.
like you don't. It's
Paddles.
unless it's like a high-end car, it's merely a suggestion.
Yeah.
I drove a Mazda RX-8, had a 4-speed automatic, and it had that sport mode. You could pop it over,
Yeah.
and you push it away from you to upshift and pull it back to downshift. And it was a suggestion because you could rug it and it would shift for you, but it would hold it in gear, which is kind of what matters.
Yes.
It would hold it in gear longer for like when you're accelerating. I wonder why that lady's car's all fucked up.
Because it's new. It's the state we are in, and it's a Toyota Zephyr.
Yeah.
Well, no way. We almost hit a crow. That doesn't happen. They're
Alright.
smarter than that.
It's like,
God,
stop.
he is stupid.
Is that like, that's not Mount Washington.
No, that is just the mountains. PSU is
Just
right over
the
there.
mountains.
Yeah.
Could you see, like on a good day, could you see Mount Washington from somewhere around here?
It takes. There's only like 6 nice days in history that
Okay.
are in a year that you can see like everything.
Okay.
It has to be like clear as clear.
How far away are we from Mount Washington?
Mount Washington's probably another half an hour.
It's not too bad.
We go. I don't know what the new route is, but on the old route we go by it on the Kangaroos. We go
Oh,
by
really?
Mount Washington and
Auto road.
yes,
Nice. But anyways, back to sequential boxes.
yes.
I drove a Mazda RX-8 because I wanted to drive something with a rotary engine. Yeah, it was annoying. But the paddle shifters that it had, were like what I'm used to is the right side upshifts and the left side downshifts.
Yes.
And I was in second gear. I went into a corner, brake, and I hit the left one, and it upshifted.
No. This is upshift. This is downshift.
That's what I said.
Okay. I thought you said the other way.
I was in second gear
Oh, okay. Yep.
because I had a readout on the dash. I could tell what gear it was in.
Yes.
And I was braking, went into a corner, and I hit the left one to downshift in the first gear.
Ugh.
But it upshifted the third. So I'm like, all right. So I tapped the right one start, and then it's like, yeah. And it's like, do I want to? Yeah, okay, let's go. If I wanted to, I'm not going to because I've already blown a motor in this car before. But if I wanted to, I could put my car in, I could hold the clutch in, put it in second gear, and let the clutch out, and the motor would go boom.
Yes.
In a spectacular manner.
And be very, yes.
Very smoky.
Did you see the video on YouTube of the kid driving his Volkswagen? And he's like, oh, I gotta drop the transmission in it, blah, blah, blah. And he goes down the street and he's going through the gears, and all of a sudden his car just goes, blah, 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 and he gets on the transmissions on the ground.
No.
Hilarious. And the dad shows, it was just like a Golf. The dad shows up, he's like, well, the transmission's out, let's do a clutch.
It's also broken.
Or like one kid, he was at a show and he had a Civic and he blew his head gasket and pulled out his toolkit.
Yeah, and started changing it.
Started doing the head gasket in the parking lot.
I've seen that one. There's a, look at those clouds. That's really neat. They're like flat.
Yes.
And you can't see.
Ah!
Snow on top of the mountain.
Yep.
That's cool. But, I'm trying to think. Oh, one of my friends, his brother, was really dumb. And, like, this kid's like, you know, brainstem right here. What's his nickname? Brainstem. And, he went as fast as he could. He had a Volkswagen, I wanted to say it was an old Passat.
Okay.
Or, the Passat is basically, no, it's not the Jetta. I always get them mixed up because they're so similar.
The Passat is bigger and it looks just more fat.
Okay.
The Jetta is the more compact one. It looks nicer.
Did they have the Jetta in the 90s?
Yes.
Did they have the Passat in the 90s?
I don't think so.
Then it was a Jetta.
Jetta's,
It was kind of
Jetta's the one
square.
that Jesse drove in the first Fast and Furious. That's
There, it was one of those.
Okay,
it was one of
yes.
those. Except it
Jetta.
was red.
Okay.
And not that the color matters.
Yes.
But
I'm pretty sure this is the exit we'll be taking. No, on the Kangaroos. No,
Okay.
This one, the next one.
okay. But basically what he did was he would go, and I wish I saw this, and I wish I had my video camera when he did this. Because it was just like monumental stupidity. Yeah, like Golden Helmet Award. It was fucking, it was bad. So basically this kid, as fast as he could in reverse, as fast as he could in